What's up, guys? It's your host, Noah Morgan and Company, and welcome to today's video. Noah Morgan and Company, that's strange. You sound familiar. That's right, formerly known as VigiGames, and this is our first video here on the channel as our new rebranded, talking about a whole bunch of new stuff, because formerly we were just VigiGames. Over the past couple weeks, I've been slowly expanding the stuff I've been wanting to make videos about, the stuff I wanted to do here on the channel that just weren't VigiGames related. I've been wanting to talk more about some animes, some movies specifically. So I've been wanting to expand, and don't worry, still going to be making lots of Kingdom Hearts and potentially more Final Fantasy videos here on the channel. Don't worry, that's not going anywhere. I just wanted to make more stuff outside of the VigiGame niche or title or whatever you want to call it. But that being said, today we are coming at you with our first versus video here on the channel, and I'm super excited about this one. Today we're going to be discussing Sora from Kingdom Hearts versus Noctis from Final Fantasy 15. This is a video I've been, like I said, looking forward to making for some time now. I've even got some requests here on the channel to do it as well. That being said, let's hop right into today's video. Starting off, we're going to establish some rules for this fight. We're going to be looking at Sora from Kingdom Hearts 3 and Noctis from Final Fantasy 15, and these titles only, no previous games or other media installments related to their respective games and titles. We also going to be looking at their different forms of each character, being base Sora and X-Blade Sora versus base Noctis and post time skip Noctis, that I will address as King Noctis, the one with the Ring of the Lucia and can summon Bahamut, and have them head to head with each other in each of these forms. For example, we will have base Sora versus both base Noctis and King Noctis, then have X-Blade Sora versus base Noctis and King Noctis, X-Blade Sora versus base Noctis and King Noctis, and vice versa. Each character will have everything at their disposal, from weapons to magic and summons to whatever else they have at their own person, and cannot have outside help from their friends specifically. I'm looking at you, Sora.
I don't need a weapon. My friends are my power.
Now that this has all been established, let's hop right into today's video. Round 1 is base Sora versus base Noctis. We're going to be looking at everything each combatant has to determine a winner. Sora is more experienced in hand-to-hand combat with not only monster but humanoid character fights as well. He's a lot faster than Noctis in base. Sora has dodge, light speed plus attacks, as seen in both Larxene, where he dodges her lightning attack at point blank range, and against Xigbar, where Sora was able to get in front of Xigbar's light arrows when shot at Riku. Noctis doesn't have any speed feats that are as fast as Sora's. However, Noctis does have his teleportation, whether he throws his weapon, so that is something of note. Once again, Sora is also physically stronger in comparison, as seen against the Ice Wolf in Arendelle that created giant ice planetoids that Sora was able to destroy on 2 different occasions, where Noctis doesn't have as many impressive strength feats. Noctis does have a much larger weapon arsenal compared to Sora's Keyblade. However, Sora has a much larger magic arsenal compared to Noctis, including Cure, which is a spell that Noctis does not have. Sora has more summons, however, Noctis' summons are more intimidating, being the Astrals, and are huge in comparison. Titan and Leviathan, respectively, are massive compared to all of Sora's summons. But the caveat with that is, Noctis summons are not as reliable as Sora's are, considering almost every single one of them rely on Noctis being severely injured, if not basically dead, whereas Sora can summon his at will. Other things to note that Sora has his Keyblade transformations and his Rage Form transformation, with the former can transform to Keyblade to use for short, long distance attacks including magic attacks. With the latter, Sora's Rage Form triggers similar to Noctis summons when he is in extreme danger or near death. Sora also has his attraction flows to deal mass damage, as it can deal damage to giant enemies as seen using the roller coaster against the Rock Titan in Kingdom Hearts 3. Noctis has his Limit Break Armiger, which he can use to deal massive damage to the surrounding enemies, as seen against Leviathan, and can fly with this ability, whereas Sora can fly regardless. So who wins this fight? It's honestly a tough one.
Psych! That's the wrong number!
Obviously, this has to go to Sora, hands down. At the end of the day, Sora is too fast and too strong in comparison. Sora is just more consistent in the amount of damage he can deal out between himself His summons has a larger and more powerful magic selection and can heal himself on top of everything. Noctis does have his astral summons to attempt to combat Sora, but like mentioned previously, Sora can deal mass damage to extremely large enemies such as the Titans and has his attraction flows as well. So Sora takes round 1. Moving on to round 2, which is X-Blade Sora versus King Noctis. I'm afraid to say that in this state, Noctis doesn't stand a chance. Let's be real. Noctis does have some cool new things in his arsenal. He has the Ring of the Elusive. Yes, I know Noctis acquires the ring before the time skip, but I need something outside of Bahamut summon to gravely increase King Noctis' power. But to no prevail against X-Blade Sora. In Kingdom Hearts 3, Sora gains the X-Blade from Master Xehanort, giving him control over Kingdom Hearts. So basically, X-Blade Sora isn't just Sora equipped with X-Blade, but he also has control over Kingdom Hearts itself. And with such, Sora can destroy literally all of time, space, and creation to create everything anew from nothing, including time and space. So with the X-Blade, Sora can erase everything. And Noctis doesn't stand a chance against that. Like, honestly, Noctis is kind of broke in this state, just not in comparison. I mean, the Ring of the Elusive has some amazing abilities, such as one-shotting enemies with death and opening up a black hole to suck enemies into an alternate dimension with Alterna. Noctis can also summon Bahamut, the Blade Astral, in this form, who is the strongest Astral that he has to his disposal. But once again, to no prevail whenever Sora can just erase them and everything else from existence. Whether or not that's in Sora's character to do so, I'm not quite sure. I don't think he would, but it's still an option he has. Final battle we have is Base Sora versus King Noctis. Not even going to mention X-Blade Sora versus Base Noctis, simply due to the stronger Noctis gets completely obliterated by this Sora. So an even weaker one isn't worth mentioning in full detail. So Base Sora versus King Noctis is going to be really interesting. Like mentioned earlier in the state, King Noctis has access to the Ring of the Elusive, which like mentioned is insanely powerful, with the ability Death to one-shot enemies and gain their life force, and Alterna to open up the fabric of reality to eject surrounding enemies into an alternate dimension. On top of Bahamut, this will be really tough battle for Sora. Sora has all of his abilities that he previously had against Base Noctis. The question really depends on whether or not Noctis can hit Sora with the abilities of the Ring of the Elusive. In Final Fantasy 15, whenever Noctis casts Alterna, it only affects the enemies and not Noctis' party and friends. Not sure if he can control who is afflicted by the spell, or if it only affects demons. If it only affects demons, then this ring is almost pointless against Sora. However, if it can afflict him, then Sora has a huge problem on his hands. He not only has to watch out for Alterna, but has to worry about death as well. However, in Kingdom Hearts 3, Base Sora and friends get killed against the Heartless, and he was able to use his power of waking while dead to rewrite history to back before they were killed, to create a multiverse to travel back in time to before they were killed. While he was dead, he used his power waking to do this. He defeated Master Xehanort equipped with the X-Blade, and like mentioned previously, the X-Blade gives its wielder control over Kingdom Hearts, which can create or destroy anything, including time and space. Also, Sora defeats the person, so you really think that Noctis, equipped with the Ring of the Elusive and Bahamut, can stop Sora? Hell, even if they do, Sora can literally rewrite time to before he died. We've seen him do it before. So what do you guys think? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments, but do remember, be nice. This was our 30th video here on the channel, and we recently hit the 50th subscriber mark, so I wanted to celebrate with a banger. So make sure you guys give this video a like, subscribe for future amazing Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy content here on the channel. This has been your host, NoahMorgan&Co, signing out.